Rows of wooden beads stacked on top of each other. What are they? And what are they used for? It's a soroban, the traditional wooden abacus that has been used in Japan for centuries, right up to the present day. After the abacus was introduced to Japan from China some 500 years ago, its form was developed and refined. Known in Japanese as soroban, or calculation board, it soon became an essential tool of the trade for merchants throughout the country. Skilled soroban users can manipulate the beads so fast that they can calculate numbers into the thousands in a single second without any error. The Japanese abacus is the ultimate analog calculation tool, and often it's faster to use than a digital calculator. These days, growing concern about declining numeracy skills among Japanese children has spurred renewed interest in teaching soroban skills. Today on Begin Japanology, we'll explore this fascinating instrument that has helped to inculcate generations of Japanese people with mathematical ability.
Hello and welcome to Begin Japanology. I'm Peter Barakan. This week we're going to be looking at the soroban, which is the Japanese traditional abacus, and we'll look at the contribution that it's made to an understanding of mathematics in this country. First of all, what does a soroban do? Well, in addition to being an excellent percussion instrument, it also does an admirable job of performing the four basic mathematical calculations: addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. The abacus has a long history in many countries around the world. The Japanese version, the soroban, has been refined to suit it even better for rapid calculation. It's still quite widely used in this country, and most primary school children come into at least some basic contact with it. Also, if you go into an old traditional kind of shop, often you'll find that they tot up the bill using a soroban. And being wooden and having this nice clickety-clack sort of feel to it, it adds a little bit of elegance to the transaction, more than you would get with an electronic calculator anyway. But primarily, it is a calculation tool. And although I've never learned to use it myself, I'm told that it's so accurate that there's less risk of making an error in a decimal point than there is with an electronic calculator. So before we get into any further detail, let's go on and see how you use one of these things in nice, easy steps.
A contest is being held to determine who is the fastest person on the soroban. The contestants have to add up a series of numbers while they're being read off at great speed. The numbers run into the quadrillions, that's 16 digits, and each is read out in just 4 seconds. The contestants calculate the answers virtually as fast as the numbers are read off. That means every second they're manipulating beads representing 4 digits. Virtuosos at this level can solve multiplication and division problems involving multiple digits with remarkable speed and accuracy. At the Kitano Tenmangu Shrine in Kyoto, people come to worship the god of learning, Sugawara no Michizane. Every year during the New Year holidays, a ceremonial first soroban calculation ritual takes place. Children show off their skills on these specially installed abacuses. The idea is that by demonstrating how well they've practiced, the deity of scholarship will bless them with greater intelligence and success in their education. Today, just as in centuries past, the soroban symbolizes the zest for education in Japan. Children's soroban competitions are held throughout the country. Parents say that learning the soroban helps their children hone their mathematical skills. At first, the children may need to be encouraged, but for most of them it doesn't take long before they become fascinated by the soroban. Gradually being able to make calculations that are ever more